November 16th is celebrated across Canada as Louis Riel Day.
This day was selected as it is the anniversary of his death, over 130 years ago in 1885.
Louis Riel was born on October 22, 1844 in Red River, Manitoba. Riel's father, Louis Riel Sr., was an important Métis leader who unfortunately died when Louis was just a teen. His mother, Julie Legemodier, was the daughter of one of the first European women to settle in the Northwest. His mother wanted Louis to become a priest, but he had other things in mind.
The Red River Settlement was a community in Rupert's Land. This land was largely inhabited by First Nations tribes and the Métis, an ethnic group mixed of Cree, Ojibwa, Saulteaux, French Canadian, Scottish, and English descent.
Riel was the oldest out of 11 children. When he was barely a teenager, Riel left home to go to a boarding school called St. Boniface. Later, he attended college to Montreal, where, to appease his mother, he studied priesthood. This didn't last long, and he switched into law practice.
Riel then ventured into a few other professions, including a school teacher, a store clerk, a law office worker, and then finally a Métis leader. Under his leadership, the Métis greatly became their own culture, including their own language and style of dress, which included heavy beaded patterns and a sash.
The sash can be various colors, each representing something different. Red historically depicted the color of the Métis people, while blue and white represented the Métis flag. Green represented fertility, growth, and prosperity. The sash can be anywhere from 3 to 6 meters long and is either worn at the waist or the shoulder.
Eventually, the Canadian government purchased Rupert's Land from the Hudson's Bay Company, which upset those in Red River. Riel sought to preserve Métis' rights and culture as their homelands came progressively under the Canadian sphere of influence. As a result, he led 2 rebellions against the government of Canada and its Prime Minister, John A. Macdonald. In the first, the Red River Rebellion, Riel led a small army and overtook Fort Garry, putting himself in the position to take over the entire colony. This victory and stronghold allowed him certain negotiating power with the government of Canada.
Riel's accomplishments were vast and included chartering his own Bill of Rights on behalf of the Métis people. This bill included the right to be in Canada's Confederation as a province, the right to elect and send 4 members of the Parliament to Ottawa, control over their own problems, the right to speak both English and or French at school and in law courts, and the right to keep their traditions.
Riel was also elected to the House of Commons 3 times and was the main negotiator with the Government of Canada in regards to the Manitoba Act. The Manitoba Act made Manitoba a province and brought it in Confederation, and Riel earned the name the Father of Manitoba.
Riel is a major reason why Canada is such a multicultural country, as at the time of his death, he was a Canadian citizen, an American citizen, and a proud member of the Métis Nation. He was one of the first people to declare that Canada should have 2 official languages, and when he died, his last statement was to restate his vision. Riel died a champion of minority rights, a founder of Manitoba, and a key contributor to the Canadian Confederation.